Hi guys, this is AC Gamer back with another video on Nikke Goddess of Victory. Now I did promise that I will continue to make a video regarding Isabel, regarding her needing a buff, just because I absolutely hate her as a character because she has plagued my account with herself. I keep getting her instead of Scarlet or Rapunzel, so I'm going to be making a video. In today's video actually, we're going to be focusing on the buffs that Isabel needs. Honestly, she needs a buff. Now we recently got a new character that actually got buffed up in the game, that was Guillotine. So yeah, it looks like the devs are actually going to go ahead and buff up certain characters and make them actually useful. The buff for Guillotine did make her useful. The buff for Grid that they did do before made her useful. The buff they did for Celine actually made her very strong. So I am hoping that the next character or the next batch of characters they work on has to include Isabel, because as a Pilgrim character, literally comparing her with the other Pilgrim character excluding Nihilista, she is bad. Honestly, if you take a look at every single Pilgrim character, they actually have uses. And then if you take a look at Isabel, garbage. I'm saying garbage, but you can still use her in boss stages, but if you take a look at the other characters we have in the game, you can just rather use them instead of this Pilgrim character. Honestly, calling Isabel a Pilgrim unit, it feels like a joke at this point. She looks amazing, she's stunning, beautiful, but they actually made her very bad in the game. So I'm just making a video on why she's not great and she needs a buff. So hopefully push the devs to, you know, consider buffing her next. She probably will get a buff in the future. This is just me speculating, but I want the buff to happen pretty soon because she is an important character as she is a Pilgrim unit. Anyways, before I carry on with the video guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, stay tuned for more content on Nikke Goddess of Victory. Don't forget that I will be making video on Neon, so when the Neon comes out I will be summoning for her, making a video on her should you summon. So if you guys don't want to miss out on that video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And if you guys enjoy or absolutely agree with this video that Isabel needs a buff, like this video, like it so much that the devs see this so that we can actually get her to be changed or improved. And I'm actually hoping the buff or improvement is actually going to make her very good. So let's go over to the Pilgrim characters, because honestly, like I said, Pilgrim characters, they all have their own use. Snow White has the potential to one-shot a boss, like literally her mechanic. If you build her correctly, she can one-shot the interception boss literally, and she can also do like huge amount of damage with her burst skill. Just hold it down to 1000%, bam, the amount of damage she does is insane, making her absolutely amazing and one of the strongest characters in game for boss clearing. Absolutely insane of a character. Isabel, we will focus on her later on. Rapunzel, one of the best healers in the game, and she has the revive mechanic. Only a few characters have that in this game, so Isabel is one of the 2 units in the game, I believe, who has the revive mechanic. And she also has the ability to heal a lot. Like, her healing capability is insane, and trust me on this, very good in PvP, very good in PvE as well, when you're requiring heals in certain interception bosses or solo raid in the future, or well, solo raid in general. And then we have Scarlet, the honestly the best character in the game. Her damage is absolutely insane. All you need to know about Scarlet, the best damage dealer in the game, insane unit. And I still do not have her because Isabel feels like what Isabel thinks is a good idea to keep coming to my account over and over again whenever I pull a Pilgrim character. So screw you, Isabel. Anyways, next up we have Haran. Now Haran has actually fallen off compared to the damage dealers, the Pilgrim damage dealer, but her damage is actually still quite good, like honestly strong. In story mode, if you summon, or if you're making a new account right now in Nikke and you pull Haran, it isn't like a skip. It's a very good account because she will help you progress in story mode. She's just falling off a little bit because you would use Modernia as your best attacker now, or your second best attacker instead of Scarlet, but Haran is actually very good. PvP and PvE, very nice. Bosses is the only place I believe she struggles in because she can't really do her DOT. Anyways, next we have Noah. All my days, not only but very good in PvP. That's the main specific place, honestly, because defensive units not really that good in PvE content. However, you can actually do her for the train. You can try and run train with Noah and then using biscuits as well. That could work. The only issue with her is that she has a 40-second cooldown with a burst skill, which makes it harder to use her in PvE. But she's very strong in PvP. Like honestly, very nice. And then who else do we have? Modernia, like I said, her damage is insane. Also has the ability to do AoE damage with her burst skill. Her burst skill is one of the greatest. Okay, she does lose damage when you burst with her, but she's able to do AoE damage, which helps with mob clearing. So I love her for that reason. She's insane for damage as well. Modernia is my strongest character, or strongest dealing character in my account currently, because I do not have Scarlet. She's insane, a must have as well in my opinion, and I was so happy to pull her when she came out. Damage, insane. PvE mainly a character. And then we have Nihilista. Honestly, I haven't used her. Many iffy reports about her. Many people say she's bad as a Pilgrim character. I've seen her damage. She does not seem bad. She seems like an okay unit, but compared to the other Pilgrim characters, she does fall off a little bit. To be honest, Nihilista is probably better than Isabel, but Isabel, in my opinion, I just don't get Isabel as a character. Honestly, like she isn't good. Nihilista can actually still be very useful because she is a burst 2 character, with a cooldown of 20 seconds, which makes her very nice for Pilgrim Tower. And if you want to run like a full Pilgrim team, you definitely would use her as your burst 2 character. Her damage won't be as strong as Modernia or Scarlet, but her damage won't be bad as well. And then we have Dorothy, one of the best burst 1 characters in the game. Insane, looks absolutely amazing, damage is insane, AoEs, able to deal damage to boss parts as well. Very strong character. 20-second burst skill as well with burst 1, insane in PvE. And then we move over to Isabel. I can't even tell you where she's good at. I would say bosses, but honestly, you would use any other character. Literally any other burst 3 character would be better than Isabel. Isabel was useful when you were doing interceptions, special interception like Gravedigger, but honestly, no, you don't want to use her. You honestly don't want to use her. Trust me, it's going to be a lot harder to use Isabel in my opinion, and you can only use her in Gravedigger. Anywhere else, highly not recommended. She is a shotgun unit. Now she's going to be losing out in like range damage as a shotgun character. Now if I was to take a look at her skills, let's quickly do that right now. Now someone actually notified me that she actually decreases burst time. So yeah, decreases full burst time by 5 seconds. This isn't good for most teams. You want to increase your burst duration time, especially if you have characters like Litter. So honestly, with this is honestly horrible. Not horrible, but maybe it's to build a different meta in the future when they do release characters that don't really want to burst often or something like that. I don't know. I don't think this is going to actually be beneficial for the characters we have right now, but maybe in the future this could be something useful. But then again, it's just not worth it in my opinion. Final damage, the percentage honestly is just not good. Oh, this is another character with final attack as a skill percentage. Okay. And then with this one's affect 5 enemies with the highest defense, deal extra damage to them. Okay, maybe increase the percentage. I feel like to buff up this character, the best thing to do would definitely to increase the percentage and then change this full burst time reduction, honestly. Anyway, so the first skill activates when using burst skill, affects self, increase crit rate. Oh yeah, buff up the crit rate and crit damage, honestly. Character with like Celine, she recently got an increase in a increase in a crit rate and crit damage, and it makes Celine actually very strong. Celine is already a better character than Isabel, honestly. It's absolutely insane. Affect self, increase. Yes, she's actually a selfish character as well. She's trying to buff up her damage, but then if you think about it, there's many other burst 3 characters that you would use rather than her. So honestly, Isabel needs to be buffed up. Please, let's tell the devs to buff up this character. Honestly, like as a Pilgrim character, highly disappointing. I know a lot of people want to say Nihilista is a disappointing Pilgrim character. I feel like the reason why you think she's disappointing is because you can only get her from the Liberation, and you have to get to a specific level in story. But her damage isn't the greatest, obviously, but it's not bad as well at the same time. Definitely not as strong as the other Pilgrims we have right now, but not bad. Isabel, I just have a personal vendetta against, and I also know she ain't good at all. Not good at all. So please, devs, buff up this character. And once again, I recommend like this video so possibly devs can see this to buff up this character. Honestly, I've seen them done a bunch of buffing recently. The buffing is actually very useful, and honestly, it would be absolutely amazing to have this Pilgrim character be buffed up and actually usable, because honestly, she looked absolutely fantastic. If I go over to my lobby screen, since I have her the free I got duplicates in her, so it's like core 2 now, which is insane. She's plagued this account so much. I don't understand why she keeps coming and why she loves my account. Honestly, I did love her design initially, when I started the game. I loved her so much, but then yeah, not being able to actually use her in game, the stunning design just pissed me off, because there's one thing I hate in games: to release a very beautiful character and make the character absolutely horrible garbage. I hate when games do that, so it honestly hurts me to see Isabel be a character like that. Looks absolutely like waifu character, stand out, stunning, cute, and then they butchered the skills. Technically they didn't make her good. So please, devs, let's buff this character up. Let's make her useful. Justice for Isabel. Come on, guys. Anyways, it's been your boy AC Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell me if you agree with this video. Please, devs, buff her up, and that will be it. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm out.